Hello friends and welcome back to Restore You. It is Angela and today I'm just wrapping up a few things and thought I would just turn on the camera and have you guys craft along with me. So I have pretty much finished my monochromatic journal. What I didn't show you was what I decided to do on the top because I just couldn't bear not having something as a topper. So I used just scraps of lace to make a base and then a floret. And then I had this left over from that doily that we used on another journal. And I just used those as little leaves on the side. So I thought maybe I would show you in a smaller version how I did that. And we'll just kind of play along and see what happens. I spent a day coffee dyeing. I put a lot of it away, but I have a huge stack still of lying here that I need to do something with. So I still have this scrap that we'll use for the florals. I have a roll of, this was from a blanket that the kids got me. I have some of these. These are just envelopes turned into double side pockets. So I thought maybe we would use one of those. I had all these tape measures that I accidentally didn't realize that I bought that many of them. And they were shiny and white. And I just stuck them in the coffee. And so I've got all of these. They turned out kind of cute. What else do I have? Oh, more pockets. This, I thought, I got some new stamps. My new Tim Holtz stamps came in. So I've got some strips and such of things that we can use to maybe stamp some and try them out. Then these were some of these are pockets that need to be done. I'll keep them over here. I don't know. Here is some of my index cards that I did. Like, I don't know how these, they're like Triple V Vintage. Their patterned coffee and tea dyed paper is just, yummy. Mine, but I still do it just because it's fun. And, I'm the one using it, so I probably wouldn't put this in my shop. I don't know. Actually, the thing is that it's all beautiful. But those are some of the results from that. And I used one coffee mixture, was really dark. And oh my goodness, do I love how it turned out. And then I just have bunches of paper. This is vellum, some braille. And then I have all these extras. And I was sewing some of these with book page, so I need to take those upstairs and do some more of that. So we may use a little bit of that here and there, but let's just start by let's take one of these and try to make, because this doesn't have anything on it. My thought was to put it, where did I want to put this? I felt like I had a good spot for it. Oh, right here, I think. Just around here. So it goes in like this, and then let me just grab a little something. You got a pocket here and one here, and you can make one here or here if you want. And then you flip it over and same thing. Oops, doesn't go there. So I hope you guys are all doing well today. I don't have my little notebooks to give personal shout outs in front of me, but welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you've been a subscriber for a while, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. So what we're gonna do, let's get these scraps away. Okay, we don't need it very big, so perhaps we can use just a little bit of this. This is some, oh my goodness, you guys have got, I was playing with this. This is just rice paper-ish. And I was embossing on it. I was using my new switch, which I always call Stitch. I know it's, but you'll have to forgive me. I'm a little bit stuffy today. I woke up and I was sneezing like crazy, and my nose has been just running awful. Okay, so what I did on this one, let's just put this up here so you can, so we'll just, no, that won't work. You see that? There we go. And I did these. Let's see. I did this backwards so you can see the gummy thing. Maybe I shouldn't use that one. I need to do something different with that one. This one's good. Hang on 2 seconds. And I've got to go to games this afternoon. I'm like, oh, that's going to be brutal. Okay, so let's just use that as the base that will go on there. And I actually sewed mine. I just want to try this and see how this looks on here. I'm going to use that. It'll be a little bulky, but I think it'll be okay. So I'm going to try to just glue it today, and we'll see how that pans out for us. Could turn out really well, or it could be an absolute disaster. I don't know. I'm just going to put some glue on there so I can manipulate it a little bit. So I hope you guys are all doing awesome. And that you had a great weekend. It is, what day is it? Monday. It's Monday today. I had an awesome weekend. You guys see that? We took my dad to go see Top Gun Maverick. I'm just going to hold that for a second. With my mom and dad, my sister, and brother-in-law, and then the kids and I. And it was fabulous. He loved it. He said, I could go watch that again. I liked the first one. I mean, it's a classic, for goodness sake. So, but, to my credit, I'll just have everybody know, my kids, it's a running joke that I always fall asleep during movies at the movie theater. And how, do you blame me? Because, there were people that were coming in with their blankets. So, it's cozy in there. And I did not fall asleep. I stayed awake the whole entire time. This takes a little bit longer because I'm gluing it, and I need it to stay down for me. And I'm just adding little tiny pieces here and there. I don't know. I have no real plan. I had no real plan for that other one, and it turned out super cute. So we did that on Saturday. On Friday, no. Yesterday was Sunday. We did that yesterday. And on Saturday, we spent the entire day and part of the evening at our rental house getting it all prettied up. I did take some video today because I had to go back over and do some finishing touches, and it's just kind of kitschy and kind of like vintage, going to grandma's house. I don't know. It's cute. But look how easy that was. Let's just do one little tiny circle here. And it looks totes adorable. The one thing I did not grab, but I think we'll use a button for this one. Okay, let's put a little right in the center. And then I'm going to put just a little bit right between those two pieces so it stays. Goodness, I'm so sorry about my sniffles. That looks cute. Hold that down while I'm holding it with the other hand. Let's see if we can find a cute little flower to go on there. Or flower button. Let's do this so I don't have to hold it. Nope, that's not going to work. I guess I'm just going to put it down. Ay. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so I don't know. I take allergy, but I just think it's really bad, and I probably need to go see a doctor, and I don't really want to. Because what I probably need to do is have shots. I don't know. That's cute. They had to do it. And of course, I could have sewn on it a little, or sewn it on. But yeah, it's kind of making me have a headache too, so that's not good. But I'm like, the show must go on. I have too many videos that I need to do. And I shouldn't even say videos. I should just say projects. But that's how easy that is to make. I mean, super, super, super easy. I don't know if I really want to use that on there. So I think I'm just going to keep it, and we'll just maybe make another one. And maybe we won't use these at all today. But these are just simple little florets that all we're doing is using our scraps up. And I did, oh, I know what I did yesterday. I did find a little bit of time to organize a bit. So I have that vintage cart, you know, the 3-tiered cart, and it has like, I had, what do you call those? Like magazine little racky things. I did it. It was on one of my craft room tours. And so I had one that had like, one had journal cards, one and envelopes, one had notepads, one had, you know, just the norm, you know. And it wasn't working. I just didn't like how it was hard for me to find stuff. So I used one of those pink, I call them tubs, but it's just like a little, you know, they're about that thick, and I don't know, 12 or 14 by 10 or 12. And I just put all of my finished ephemera in that. It still fit on the cart. And then I did keep one of the magazine totes just for unfinished ephemera, because I had a ton of that I just coffee dyed, and then just some things that I had worked on previously. So I just kind of made that one the same. And then I have another one that has like little clear plastic things with my clusters and such in it. So that felt good. I just took off my glasses and now I can't see. Why did I do that? I don't know. I just wanted to, it's just been a while, and I was like, I just need to craft. I need to do something. Plus I have stuff that needs to get done. Okay. The little flanges are sticking here. And you could always, I mean, I can always go back and sew this too. And I just kind of ring, you know, in circles. It was kind of fun to do it that way. Okay, I want to tuck this down. But, you know, as you can tell, there's not really, this is almost like it's a flower that goes like this, isn't it? You seeing what I'm seeing? You picking up what I'm putting down? Why isn't that sticking? Did I not put glue there? It's sure sticking to my fingers. Okay, stop. I need to put something on top of it. I think I'm just going to do a little button right there. Let's see if we can find another one. So yeah, that was pretty much my weekend. And I got, oh, I had been working on I got inked paper art. I got some vintage fabric from her. And so I wanted to continue to do, I don't like that there. I wanted to continue to do some more. I don't think that needs a button. It does need to just have a little bit of tack right here. I like that. See, that's cute. Cluster 2, done. What was I saying? I don't even know. Oh, so I had needed some batting. I swore I had batting, but apparently I did not. So I had to go grab some at, where did I go? Joann's. No? Yeah. And you would be so proud of me. The only thing I actually bought was the batting, and then I bought some, I'm just going to simply do this and glue it on, 2 magazines. And one, I did not have the new, which one was it? Art journaling, maybe? Or Somerset, I think. I don't remember. It was one of the Stampington magazines. So I wanted that. And then I bought another one, which was a UK publication, and it had some stamps in it. So I bought that. I'm going to do a haul or a Thrifty Thursday. It probably won't air for a while, but I'm going to have a little play with some of that, so you guys will be able to see it. I kind of like this one just like it is, if I can get it to stay to the fabric and not my fingers. So all I'm doing is just smushing it in there. And this one I think I'm going to leave just, goodness, like it is. With a button. Button. Who's got the button? Come on now, stop. Well, it did look like a flower. It doesn't much now. Okay. So what else have I been working on? That doesn't look like a flower when I do this. Of course, it's sticking to everything but what it's supposed to. I like that. Just a tiny little one. I got to manipulate this a little bit more because it looked more like a flower when I did it the first time. Now that I got my fingers all stuck to it, it doesn't. Come on. This is a debacle. Okay, hang on. I'm going to get one of those clippies and see if I can clip it. Now I got glue on the button. Hang on. Stay there. Stay there. Good enough. Good enough. I'm really glad that I'm using up this little stuff. Let's do one with just a little, just a bunch of seam binding. Which I am kicking myself. I don't know why. But when I was coffee dyeing, I didn't do any seam binding. Which, I mean, I know why I probably didn't. And that's because when I usually dye my seam binding, I just wet it. Like, I put it out on a piece of wallpaper or wallpaper sample. And then I just squirt it with water and then use, you know, whether I use paint or inks or whatever to create it. So that's, I'm sure I just wasn't even thinking about it. So I didn't, but I kind of wished I would have because I had that really dark. Maybe if I do that. Here, I know what I can use. I ordered, this is a while ago, I ordered a bunch of stuff from, gosh, where was it? One of those, like, Shane or Shine, whatever you call it, or, you know, where you get a whole bunch of inexpensive craft supplies. And I just bought a couple of things, and I think they were, like, die cuts. And in there was, in each pack that I bought was a pair of tweezers. So I thought that was kind of fun. Oh, gosh. I mean, not that I needed more tweezers, but at least now I have several pairs that if I want, let's see if I can do this with my left hand. Cutting, of course, is not. Look at that. There we go. I want to use another piece of this for a little leaf. Let's see if I can cut this while I'm holding. It's hard to cut one-handed. Okay, let's just leave that there for a second. We'll just do one little leaf. So let's see. What have you guys been working on? Anything exciting? It's almost, let's see. I don't even know. I honestly do not even know what day it is today. I mean, I know what day it is. It's Monday, but I don't know what the date is. But I do know the next Monday is the 4th of July. So the 4th of July is coming up. And I need desperately to get a video out to you guys with the 4th of July Independence Day journal that is in progress. So that's kind of on my priority list. Come on, just a little booger down there. Just not a booger, but you know what I mean. So I really need to work on that, but I wanted to get, on my desk, just so you know, it's a counter. It's not a desk. It's, I have like the project that I want to show next, and then the next one, and then the rest I have in one of those pink buckets or bins or whatever you want to call it, in little clear plastic envelopes, so that I, still have plenty of space to craft. But I have to look at it and know that this needs to be done. So it kind of forces me, because I do not like messes. And it just forces me to not procrastinate. Actually, it's not really so much procrastination as it is squirreling. I squirrel and then I'm like, oh, I think I'll work on that project. Or I'll watch one of you who's a fellow YouTuber, and I'm like, oh, that looks like a fun project. I should try that. I'm thinking this one needs to look more like a flower, maybe if we gave it a little leaf. So that's kind of how I organize what I'm going to film, and then I have a filming schedule that I keep in front of me so I know, and then if I reference one, I can tell you what day that aired on. I worked so hard to get that on there, then okay, so we got some clusters. Let's see how this little one with the button ended up turning out. Not too bad. So we got one that's more traditional, like a flower. One that's just a little tiny baby one. One that's more like flower going that way. And then, so we got 4 of them. That's not too bad. I think, should we try to put, what did I do with those? Right here. Maybe one of these smaller ones. This one might be cute on here. Yeah. And then we can tuck it into that journal. And then that journal will be done. And you guys, I know, hold on to your hats, but I think I'm putting this journal on Etsy. It will be the first journal. I've said that before. I do have, I think, one other one, but I don't know what I did with it, that I finished. And we did it on camera, that I'm going to add to the shop too. But I feel that somebody else should get to enjoy this journal, because I am I will say, a fair weather journaler. I kind of get into it once in a while, and then I don't do anything. It's just, and I give myself total permission to do that, because you know what? Life's too short, and if I stressed it, it would not be fun. I talk about mindfulness, and I think we'll do it, glue it here. I should show you how to do one of these really quick. Would you like to see that? Great, then I'll show you. Oh, I ask you guys a lot of questions, and you never answer me back. It's so weird. Wonder why that is. Okay. So all I'm doing is putting this around the corner. I had a bunch of these in my stash that were actually already decorated. I was like, oh, I didn't even know I had these. I may go back and put something else in there. I'm going to leave this open. Okay, let me show you how to make those. I think I have a couple. You cannot get any easier than this. Let's see if I have. See, there's some of mine that were already done. Oh, we have some ephemera we can stick in there too. Are these? No. Sorry. Let's see if I have a... Oh, that's a dumb question. Oh, here, I know. Let's do a itty bitty baby one. Okay, so here's how we make this. I'm going to zoom you in. Oh gosh, the other way. Okay, there we go. Here's your envelope. I'm going to sneeze again. I can feel it. Gosh, usually when I start sneezing, it's ongoing. I don't stop. Okay, so you've got this, right? That's all. Let's ink it so you can see a little bit more. Ooh, I re-inked this. This is my Juicy Dauber. Do this side too. What time is it? I don't know. I don't know what day it is, what time it is. I just know that I had a little bit of time before I need to go pack Demi up for, well, she's already gone. She's already left for, oh, maybe that won't work. Oh, poo. Let me see. Well, it should. Let me see. It's just got a little bit different shape. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that's all you're going to do is you're going to glue this right down the middle here and then at the bottom. And it's that simple. It looks a little different because these are tiny, itty bitty ones. Let's see if I have a bigger one. Ooh. There we go. Now it's done. It goes around your page. You got a pocket here and a pocket there. Let's do a bigger one. I have, well, maybe not. These. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we can do with these. Why not? All right, so let me find one that's already done. So see, these had the big... I might have glued that in. See how that went down, you know, the big V. So then when I cut this off, I just folded that over, turned it upside down, but I did this on the wrong side. So there's that. But let's see what we can do with this and kind of the same concept. These, I was at our venue and I'm trying clearing it out. Well, what I mean by that is the upstairs is when we were in quarantine. That's when we started doing some remodeling, and we had a mercantile, you know, I had a little, you know, gifts and clothing items, and we had some people that, you know, from town that sold things there too. It was just a cute little shop. Well, when we decided to start remodeling, I packed all of it up in totes and put it in what I call the loft, but it's our upstairs. It's like the attic. And it all needs to come out. Okay, so this, do you see this? How it's, oh no, you can't. We need to make that straight. So I want to, our intent was not to have this, you know, the shop again open, just because we're just way too busy. And so I need to have big blowout sale. Plus I have one room that will be all crafts. And I say crafts because I do have a lot of stuff that's not necessarily junk journal related, but I have a lot of junk journal and scrapbook items. And I have some of my kits, and I have some of the things that I have on Etsy that are physical items. So I want to be able to take some of those there. And then, you know, we're a unique breed. So it isn't usually something that is everyone's cup of tea, right? So did I do this on the bottom? I don't remember. Of course I didn't. Oh, gosh. But whomever decides to come by on our farmers market nights is in for a big treat, because there will be lots of books and ephemera and supplies for them to choose from. So there you go. There's 2 of those. Awesome, huh? Really super, super easy. So now I've got those that I can finish. You want to do one more? Let's see. What would happen? Oh, look at this. These are weird ones. I put this together because I was trying to figure it out. Never mind. All right, let me dig under here. We'll do one more. She says, possibly. That might not be happening. Hang on. You can't tell me I don't have one envelope. Oh, I must be. Oh, wait. No. I guess we won't make more of those. I mean, I have some, but I'm going to have to dig deep. How about we do something else? How about, just for a minute or two, I make a couple of these. Let's make a something. All right, so let's grab a book. Grab a book, any book. You know what? Whoa. Breaking things. Let's just use one of these. Cut a couple pages out, and then we'll make multiple little journaly cards with them. And then I'll cut them up, and I'll show you how to do that. I'll just pull a couple out. Look at this. Isn't that cool? I need to unzoom you. It's huge. From a bank in Omaha. One. Okay. So I just have, these are pretty big. Just 2 book pages. Let's just cut these. And see what we can do here. I mean, you can't get much easier than this. We're just going to glue ours down for the sake of doing this. And then after I do that, I will... Let me make these even. Let me do this one. And then I'll take them upstairs and sew around them. But we'll just get them glued down a little bit. And this is how easy, how easy these are. I believe, well, I don't believe, I know. Rhonda with an H actually does this. I think she might use maps and all kinds of other things. All I'm doing is putting 4 dots on each side of each of these just to adhere it until I'm ready to sew it. It doesn't matter, you know, which way you go with it. But she, I believe, sells these in her shop. She used to sell these in her shop. I'm assuming she still does, but But they're fun and they're super crinkly. I'm going to pull this down a little bit, please. There we go. Now we're just going to put some more dots on here. And the reason I'm only doing these tiny little dots is because in the past, and I can't remember which glue it was that I used. I don't know. This doesn't seem to be adhering so well. I may have used art or Fabri-Tac instead of art glitter glue. We're going to find out. I'm adding both. So if it sticks to one side and not the other. But on one of them I got a little too much glue. Oh, which I got to tell you about. I figured out my glue issue that I was having so much trouble with, and I'm just going to fold this right over the top. Sorry, that's getting loud. Kind of try to make it sort of evenish. And I'm just going to make these into probably some journal cards. But it just looks cool with all this old coffee on the parchment. And this is parchment paper, by the way. So, my Fabri-Tac. One day I was doing some videos, and it was just, I mean, I kept getting it all over my hands. I could not figure out what the problem was. That's it. So you guys can handle that. I know it. Let's just do another one. Can we fit this? No. Here, well, we can, if we do it this way. We could just do some small ones. And I was like, okay, this isn't coming out right, but I'm getting it all over my hands. What is going on? Well, upon further inspection, after I was done with my video, I realized that, I wonder, let's try it with glue sticks, see how that works. There was a hole in my Sugar Bell bottle. It's so bizarre. I don't know how it got there. I do not, I mean, I really don't. So, I ended up using my tried and true medical tape. And that did the trick. It is now not leaking all over me. But I still, it's just a mystery how I got that hole in the bottle. And I will go around and just make, you know, all of these a little bit more pretty and straight. So see, now I could just do that now, I suppose. I'll do it with this. Well, that wasn't straight. So yeah, you guys just helped me get rid of some of my scraps. That makes me feel good, and I can put all of my monochrome. I really did not have any, like, truly neutral ephemera, which was so weird. But I do now. Here we go, and we got a little extra. So there's another one I can sew up, and that you can write right on it. Perfect. Let's see. Should we do these up? Why not? It's going to get loud. This one doesn't have quite as much stuff. Let me see. So yeah, it's a really good way. So thank you, Rhonda. Rhonda Winstead is, I believe, her YouTube channel. Just so you know. You want to check her out. What else could we put in there? I feel like I could fit one more. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? We're going to try it and see. It shouldn't make any difference. Did I just rip the... heck out of that. Goodness gracious. I got a little heavy-handed. Let's try a book page from like a kid's book. Here's one with a little squirrel. Let's do one of these. That fit? Yes, it will. Chatterbox and Bushy Tail. Now, well, oh, you know what we could do with this one? Oh. I should have thought about that before. We could have made this double, just like, and had it be an actual signature. We still can. We can make it happen. I'm going to tear this one off. It'll be its own thing. Oh my goodness. I give up. There we go. I'm just going to put this aside because that one just, I don't have the patience today. Not happening. I have managed to make a much bigger mess, though. That's, you know. Okay, let's get another. Let's just use this one. And do we want it to go? I kind of, do I like that with the double? I kind of do. Why not? Okay, so in this method, I'm just layering one right over the top. So I need to see if I've got another sheet that's pretty light. And then you just kind of lay it down like that. This one pretty light. And remember, all of these will be sewn, so we don't need to worry about that. I just want it to stick a little bit. And that way, it won't move quite as much when I'm... Let's see, can you see through that still? Not very well. Let's see if I have another one that's a little less. Hang on. This one's a little less. There we go. That's better. I just like to make sure at least the corners are stuck down enough. And ta-da, we are finished. I'm going to use this again. And then we will call this little craft with me a wrap. Okay, dokie. And so there we have it. I will clean up all the edges, which I'm going to do with this just to make it quick and easy. And some of mine I left like jaggedy. I kind of like the look of it. There we go with my cutting skills again today. We can use this to stamp on. Oh, I forgot I was going to stamp on some things for you. Let's do that really quick. No, we don't really have time, do we? But there you have it. So this one, we got this one, we got these that I need to cut up, and then we did this, and that, and I'm saying we don't have time, but I'm going to make time to do a couple of these really quick because I'm curious to see some of these. We'll just use those 3. So this is the new Tim Holtz, what's it called? Eccentric CMS 448, and it's from it's from his new release. I got some new goodies, and so I thought, well, let's just put some things on here and stamp. I think I have a long one. Yeah, I do. That will make our lives easier. That's pretty. I'm just going to stick these on there. This one's fun. It says ticket. Ticket. What else? Factory 1896. I'm just trying to keep them kind of thin for at least those 2. Whoops, not that way. And we can put maybe 2 more on there. Possibly. Oh, goodness, it's been a day already. Okay. Let's just do it on here, on this one. I think I'll use my stays on. I think I'm going to do black. Because why not? And look at that. I remember to take the lid or the little protective thing off, which I never do. Okay, so sometimes, you know, your first stamp when it's new doesn't turn out perfect, but we're going to go to this. Look at that. Fantastic. Let's do it again on this one. Now I got some quick little words. See, I had time to do that. We're getting all kinds of things done. I really like these. Guaranteed to be strictly high grade. You better believe it. I love it. This one we might get 2 on. Let us try. Sorry about being so indecisive today. My goodness. We're just going to get those on there. And then maybe we'll do the other one. We might even get, well, I don't know. Let's do this one. So we get all of that guaranteed to be strictly high grade. And this is just, what is this? Oh, this is again some of the parchment. Yes, I just rubbed that ink right on there. I know. There you go. I kind of double tapped that a little bit, so got a little smeared. But look at that. Look at all we've accomplished today. So don't be afraid to use all your ribbon and scraps to create something fun and easy. Gosh, this would be a perfect little sit by. All of these would be just a perfect sit and watch your favorite shows and have a little fun with it. Let's see. I wonder if I can make that work. Or if it's too big and it will get stuck on the... I made a bunch of these, or I dyed a bunch of these tags too. Let's see if I can make it happen. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Cute. Let's do a second pull on there and see if it gets, yeah, cute, cute. All right, friends. Well, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it as always. And I hope it was a little relaxation and fun just working on a variety of little things that I had on my desk. I certainly had fun, and I appreciate all of you. So as you know, remember to take time to just be. We will see you next time. And as always, cheers.